The following portion of Bloom is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Tampa.
Welcome back to Bloom. It's time for your window to the weekend, sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Tampa. It's an all-day affair celebrating women. Beyond Bold 2026 is happening Sunday, April 26th, and here with all the details, we welcome the event's CEO and founder and mindset and wellness expert, Vaishali Joshi. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We love celebrating women, and this is an entire day of learning, getting together, communicating, just celebrating everything that makes us us. Tell us about the event.
So the event's coming up this Sunday. We're in St. Petersburg at the Nova 535. This was a mission that started last year as many of my own clients started showing me that our hormonal change this time in midlife is something to be keenly understood, embraced, and celebrated. Instead, we see the highest levels of suicide happening in this demographic. Instead, we see the highest levels of disconnection and withdrawal in this time of our lives. We could be CEOs, and I've worked with many of them. I used to be in corporate for 30 years, and I'm that person that has watched powerful women leave boardrooms and hide in their offices with multiple clothes and redoing their makeup multiple times during the day. So there's still like 50% of women today, stats show, still mask in the workplace. It is not an open subject, even though neurodiversity for women in this age group has become a known thing. Right. When we look at the stats, they're staggering. This is an age-old, forever tradition. We all go through this. Right. However, when you look at how only 25% of women today in recent stats have showed that I feel ready and educated about what I'm going to go through, that's a pretty low number.
And I think that the more that we get together and have opportunities to discuss this and exchange our stories and our feelings and emotions, the better, and the more we can move forward.
Yes.
Why is this so important that we have an event like this? And you mentioned it's aimed towards midlife women because that's kind of been such the mystery world for so long. And as we get more research available, it feels like we have the tools to be able to survive and thrive.
Yes. I think it's important now. I've been asked this question a few times of why is this? I mean, menopause has been going on forever. Why now? And there's this really beautiful collision of context that's happening right now. We are that generation that educated more. We start our careers a little later. We start our marriages later. And therefore, here I am in menopause, and I have a teenager at home. And so there's collision there. Then there is the context around mothers who told us that, hey, this isn't a good thing, this HR thing, because they went through that ordeal where we weren't having human-based hormones. So there's the indoctrination of that. Then there's the bigger context of the sandwich generation. I am looking after my parents, and I am looking after my family. We are that generation. And beyond that is the crazy world we currently live in.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
And so when you're going through biological change that you cannot avoid during this time, it is extremely important that events like ours and missions like ours are there to support women and say, come into this safe space, be supported, hear from experts, and let's do something experiential instead of lecturing you on what you should be doing. So the whole day is like a retreat. You will get to experientially understand what mental agility feels like. What does it feel like to physically experience creativity? So those are the experiences we curate throughout the day so that women say, oh, I understood how I felt when I did this. I can do this. So as opposed to, you know, here's a book on something or here's a lecture on something. We have phenomenal speakers, by the way, but our workshops are very transformational.
So it's a day of workshops, speakers, and just connecting with other women.
Yeah.
What time does it start?
It starts at 8 a.m. in the morning.
And then it goes all throughout the day?
Yes, and you know, I mean, talk about 8 a.m. in the morning in a bamboo garden where you get to do music-based mindfulness, Tai Chi. We're not doing yoga, people. We're not doing yoga.
Tai Chi sounds
We're doing breath work. We're just connecting through music.
And then the rest of the day is just going
unfolds.
to be...
It's layers coming off, basically.
I love everything that you said. Makes so much sense. And I know that it resonates with so many people at home. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for putting on an event like this.
You're welcome.